Hey there everybody, got another one for you today where I've already lived it. I played through this match, I was just happened to be recording, I was just playing, having a grand old time, and I'm just showing this one. This is almost a Shame Ben Sunday type of deal because of me being a misclicks McGee. But I really just want to show this one to be like, hey, don't give up if you misclick, don't shame quit. Like, the shame quit is the saddest thing I see all day. And that's what this video is going to be about, not shame quitting. Now I've got 3 shocks on lock. I've got that red mountain showing, so I'm pretty excited about that. I've got card draw in there as well. I'm a little worried because I don't have any dudes. I don't really care about rats here either because I do have the card draw. I'm going to try and remember what all I did. It's been a couple days, so I don't know. So I get rid of one of the shocks because I can only cast one at a time, and I am kind of worried about drawing that other red, but I get rewarded with this Terramorphic Expanse, so I'm doing all right. I'm not really complaining with how my board setup is, and this guy over here does only have that 1 damage to do to me, so I'm not too scared yet. We've got Pit Scorpion coming out, and that's a 1/3, so I can't kill it with shock, which is really lame. I don't really care about the rats, but I am at 20. It's really going to depend on what I draw from here on out. Is going to really decide whether or not I shock these rats or not. But all in all, I've just got the 2 damage coming in on me every turn, so that's a 10-turn clock. I'm not worried yet, but there is a little bit cause to be afraid. And then here it is. Like, I go to kill those rats, and I accidentally kill that Pit Scorpion, because I don't know what I was doing. I was, like, answering a text message or something. So that's not good. I'm sitting here, I'm sad, I'm just ashamed. I'm just super upset by it. And then he's playing dudes that are 3 in the ass that I just can't kill now. I'm sitting here, and it, like, sucks when you do something like that, because you think, like, you know how good you are, and I'm pretty honest about my skill level. Like, I'm not top of the heap, but I'm not, like, terrible. And it just is a bad feeling, because now you think that guy thinks you're terrible. You know what I mean? Like, you've just got this feeling where you're like, this guy thinks that I'm the worst Magic player ever because I'm taking damage, I'm misclicking, I'm not killing a friggin' Pit Scorpion, and you know what? I don't even know for sure if it was a misclick or if I just thought I had, I don't know. I don't know what I thought would happen if I wanted to kill that Pit Scorpion or not. I might have thought I had the 2 mountains up, but all in all, it was just a huge, colossal mistake. Like, even if it wasn't just a misclick, I think I actually did, for all intents and purposes, want to kill that Pit Scorpion, and this is a situation that I find myself in. This guy's being really forceful right now. He's bashing his way in, as he should. I mean, he's got a pretty good board state. There's nothing too much to worry about. Now, I want to keep him down to 1 card, because he is playing blue and black. There's a lot of different cards that I don't want to see out of there. And I do want to kill that draw. I don't want to give him the ability. I want to be the only one in the match with the card draw. So that's a good play. I'm happy that I did that. I kind of forgot that the misclick happened that early. I am kind of surprised that I tried to kill that Scorpion out of turn like that early in the match. So even if that had worked without a hitch, if I had somehow killed that Scorpion, I don't think I'd be too proud of that play, because it was very early in the match for me to be freaking out. I don't know what I was doing. I know it was late, but that's a pretty bad play. So we're looking here. I'm doing okay. I've got 2 cards of removal, so I'm pretty happy with that. He's still being very aggressive, which is good on him. I mean, this is how... I don't believe there's been anything wrong with his playstyle, the way he was going about things. I think this is actually a pretty solid match on his part all the way through. I keep drawing, though. I'm getting... My deck starts going at this point, and that's what's really great about this deck. It's so difficult to kill me before I get going. Like, this deck is just amazing. We still need to name it, though, you guys. It definitely needs a name. But this deck is turned on at this point. It's ready to go. It's in the heat of the moment. So I want my card draw still, because I need some more... options. Just pulling like 1 shock out of the pack isn't going to be that good at this point, because I already have 2 removal spells. I get the Mind Spring back up into my grip, because that gives me way more options. I can get 4 cards out of my pile, so I'm much happier with that than with... Now, this is a terrible play. I remember this happening at the time. I don't know why. And I assume since he had been doing so well prior to this moment that he just doesn't give a shit about me. Like, he thinks I'm really terrible. That could be giving him too much credit. It could just be a terrible play. But main phasing something with flash is just not good. So I've got the 2 removal spells. I'm drawing lands like a fool, which is pretty great for me. I want to kill that 3/3. I believe that's what I'm going to do here. Mind Spring's pretty great, though, so I think I'm going to do both. I believe that's what happens because I get to draw a fair amount of cards. 2 isn't that bad. And there's plenty of ways to get Mind Spring back. Now, we can argue all day with whether or not drawing 2 cards for 4 mana is good. But in this particular deck, I think Mind Spring is just the way to do it. I just think it's a particularly great card in this build in the way everything's set up. Now, I do main phase Murder That Thing because I don't, or at least on my turn, Murder That Thing because he has blue. And for just 1 mana, he would be able to throw down a unsummon and make me really super sad, just make me have a whole lot of egg on my face. So I got this 3/3 lifelinker as a result of making that decision, and that's what Magic is. It's like cost-benefit analysis, basically. And I thought about it, and I was like, I could waste my murder on nothing and not kill anything at all, or I could just go ahead and take care of this freaking creature now, and then run the risk of something crazy happening like the mark coming down right there. For any other creatures, though, if he had dropped like a big, huge creature, I did have the public execution, so I thought I was mitigating my losses pretty well. I didn't think that it was really that terrible of a call. I'm playing it kind of reserved now. Now I've got the public X and the shock on lock right now, I believe. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, so I'm feeling pretty good. I can take out pretty much anything I want, and I believe what happens here is that I take this down and then I block. I don't think I waste the shock. I could have blocked the Pit Scorpion and then shocked it, but I wasn't taking any damage, and I'm worried about other enchantments or something else that would be sticky. But I could have blocked that and then just killed it. But at this point, I have the clone, I have the shock. I can kill that Pit Scorpion. I'm saying, basically, that my creature would not have died at that point. It would have been fine. But the clone and the Mancer out there, I just didn't want anything crazy to happen. I wanted to make sure that I was able to clone this bad girl so I could get my removal spell back. I still have the shock online, so all in all, I'm pretty excited with where I'm at right now. I actually still agree with that play. There's not really anything he could have done at all. But you never know. I just wanted to make sure that the Mancer was protected for this Mind Spring grab that I get right here. I'm feeling pretty good. I have Mind Spring, I have Switcheroo, and I have Shock. I don't know, like, I'm a little pensive about this whole match, though, because there's some plays that I made that I don't wholly agree with now. Like that thing could be dead, but if I'd done that, like, he's blue and black, so there's not really much. I don't know. I don't really feel too bad about this. I'd have 2 Auramancers out for, 2 damage on. So, I mean, it's something that I could have done, definitely. But I do kind of I like where I'm at right now. Grim Return makes me really sad, though. Because I could have done something really sick where it's basically you just give Auramancer regeneration for 3 mana. Because it dies. You Grim Return it, and then you just get Grim Return with it. Like, I mean, it's a stupid thing to do because you could get literally, like, any card in your yard, pretty much, in this particular pile, but it is funny. Like, I've done it on occasion just because there was nothing else to get, or there's really. And you still have Grim Return, though, so you can do it for bigger and better things later. It's just kind of a silly thing to do, but it is a play that I have done before. So at this point, I've got Rune Scarred, I've got Ring of 3 Wishes. I actually, at this point, know that I'm going to win because he's got 1 card in hand. Like I said, keeping him down to that card minimum is really helpful. He goes ahead and drops the staff here. Now, I imagine that this might be one of those piles with that angel that gets +1/+1 counters every time you gain life. Because that's the only time that you should ever run any of those staves. I think he had 40 cards, right? Actually didn't check, even just playing this. I've got tons of options at this point. Runescarred comes down. I think we're just about to wrap this match up, even though he's still at 22. I got my pick of the litter here. I don't remember what I go for. I think I dance around. What, Elixir? Yeah, okay, Pass Josh. I see what you're doing. Might as well get Elixir, because why the hell not? I mean, I can tap down anything I want, just get through for 7 damage next turn, so I feel pretty good about this. It's weird, because I don't totally remember. It's weird. It's like I'm watching somebody else play, because I know how I think, obviously, but in the heat of the moment, when you're watching the tape, you know, and reviewing it, it's a much different experience. That's the thing. If you can film yourself playing Magic, I highly recommend that you do, because watching the tapes back will make you a better player. That's just straight up. Also, yeah, I mean, this isn't a great situation for him to be in. He did drop a 2/2 flyer to chump block, which is great. And he's up at 25 life, but I mean, I don't know what the purpose of that was at all. I had the Grim Return, so I would have just brought Runescarred back had he waited. But that was just terrible. Like, I don't understand what that was. Like, he knows the 6/6 is tapping. So, oh, I'm just about to do that thing that I just said. Like, there's no other plays. I've got the Grim Return open. Why the hell not, is basically what I said to this. Like, I could have got anything, but my hand is kind of broken at this point. I've got the other Auramancer, so I can still get anything. I've got a ton of mana out. So 10 mana out, so I was like, what would be the point in not doing this? Like, I think this is a funny thing to do. So I went ahead and just popped Auramancer back onto the field. Pay 3 regenerate. I like it. That's a funny, I mean, that's just a silly play. I still like that a lot. I mean, there's like countless possibilities that I can do right now. That's why this deck is so good. Like, watching it on tape like this again and having to commentate for it really illustrates just how amazing it is. Now I have 5 life gain just out there. Like, if something goes completely off the rails, completely bonkers, I can just crack that and be fine. So, pretty spectacular. I'm feeling really good. I look through my pile, try and figure out what I'm going to get with Auramancer. I actually don't know. What are we getting past Josh? Are we even dropping it? I want to leave Grim Return out. Oh, I was checking my mana. That's why it took so long. So I've got Grim Return out. I've got Frost Breath out. I think I'm going to grab Murder here. Yeah, that makes sense. Good play, buddy. Good play. Pass turn. I mean, this is just crazy. He's about to get basher smacked. Like, I only have 8 damage on the field, but he can't play things that beat me. It's kind of ridiculous. This deck is really good. Like, really good. 4 Auramancers and any spell is pretty great. I've got Grim Return. Yeah, I already switched to Grim Return. I'm like, that's in my hand. You know that, dude. Like, I'm still pissed at you. Buddy, I thought you were good. Oh, please attack in. That's what I'm saying right now. I'm like, if you're this bad, just attack in so I can block and kill it. But he doesn't. He's not that terrible. Probably because of the Fog Bank, though. That's the only reason. He knew I had Grim Return. That's the only thing about that regenerate bullshit. I don't have any cards to get, like, at all. So I'm just like, Archaeomancer, I guess. Oh, I've been saying Auramancer, like, the whole time, but it's Archaeomancer. Whatever. Who cares? I can't believe how good this deck is. I mean, I get to kill him pretty much. I could just Frost Breath here, like a dick. But, I mean, Grim Return, because why not? Like, at this point, he can't stop me. Like, I've just got I've comboed off at this point. Like, there's not really anything he can do to stop me, because if I pop Elixir, then I get to do a Ring of 3 Wishes, and I just get Runescarred back. I mean, the deck is on. There's no way to turn it off at this point. That's 8 damage. I wait to see what he's doing. I've got the Frost Breath that's just like I can do on a lark. 4, 5, 6, 7. I can do Frost Breath and Grim Return, or Frost Breath, Murder, any combination of the 3. I think I would almost always leave Grim Return open because he does have black mana, and apparently he doesn't know about waiting and not just busting stuff. Maybe he just wanted the life. I don't know. Weird. The Assassinate earlier was what did him in. That was just absolutely terrible. Tap those down, still have Grim Return, still have the Murder if I need it, even though I don't really. And I've killed him right here just by doing that, because those guys are not going to untap, so he has no blockers. He has to play a creature. I've still got the Switcheroo. I contemplate doing something with it. Like, I don't know. At this point, I wanted to make it flashy, because, like I said earlier, my pride had been a little wounded when I was under the impression that he'd think I was a terrible player. So I wanted to make it a little flashy here, but there's not really much you can do. I just got a bunch of 1/2s and a giant flapping 6/6. Archaeomancer again. Obviously, I'm going to be getting my Flamey Flame. Yep. Shocker up. But, like, I was trying to figure out how I could kill him. Could I drop? No, because all the shocks are in the yard. Yeah, okay. I did think of everything. Never mind. I was like, couldn't I drop Ring and just get one of the shocks? Because it's what? It's 5? No, it's 5 and 5. So never mind. I couldn't even do that. That's shitty. So you just got to sit here. He's going to exile something. It doesn't even freaking matter at this point. Obviously my 6/6. But there's so many different ways that I just do 4 damage to him here. I've got 4 on the ground with my Archaeomancers. I've got... Like, I just do this because why the hell not? I don't know. It's pretty good. Athane's exiled. That's not bad, though, because I can't Grim Return it, which is the saddest. I love Grim Returning that guy. Oh, so good. Get 2 cards. What? 2 cards in my hand. What are they? You don't know. I'm going to kick your ass, though. That's what they are. Like, if I just had, like, a finisher, if I just had something that I could pump a bunch of mana into and go to the face with, this deck would be absolutely perfect. Like, I would play this in real life, this thing. It is so good. So that's 4 damage to Thomas Tafuro. Thanks for playing, buddy. Thanks for watching. I don't know how much time I have, so I'm just going to say thanks a lot for watching, you guys. Check out my channel for everything that's cool that you want to see, and I'll see you all next time, next video, next tomorrow day.